What's cracking, YouTube? Welcome back to Myers Two-Stroke RC Garage. And today, guys, I got kind of a technical video coming at you guys. I don't know if you guys, whoever's seen my last video of me doing the battery testing on the Vesla, and the kill switch is just cutting it out. Well, I got some advice on that video from some people, and I'm gonna get you guys in here closer, and I'll show you what I'm gonna do to try to resolve this issue. So I'll get you down here closer and we'll go from there. All right, let's get this cage out of here. And that's one of the things you have to do to get to the battery box open, is to get the cage off. And you can see how my antenna is routed. Somebody's like telling me that, to route the antenna different. And I really don't think it's doing anything there. I used to have a antenna tube, and it came off, and I haven't been able to locate it. So I might try to put on another antenna tube and see if that kind of helps as well as this other stuff I'm doing. But we're gonna go ahead and get in here in the battery box and pull this stuff out. And let's see how well you guys can see in there. Okay, so I'll get you in here closer. Okay, so you can't see my receiver, but it's behind those wires. Let me see if I can get in there. Yeah, you can see it back in here. Let me actually shed some light on the subject. All right, back here with some light, and you can see my receiver. I got it glued to the back side of to the battery box, clear to the rear of it. Okay, and then my kill switch is right there, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to get them any further apart than where they are right now. I suppose I could try putting the kill switch down there where that foam is there. That would put it even further away yet. But what I'm getting at is Kraken RC, they commented on my video, and they said what they would try first is moving the receiver furthest away from the kill switch as possible, because it could be glitching out that way. And the other thing they mentioned is, which I think is happening, because it only started once I replaced both of my servos with AGF RC 78 kilograms. That's when it started happening. I replaced both of those. And what I think is happening is this thing, when I'm on the throttle and when I'm turning, it'll intermittently, the voltage will drop intermittently below the minimum level. And so the kill switch does its job and kills the engine. That's what I'm thinking what's going on. So I got a 2S, it's 2200. Yeah, let me see here. Yep. Pulling it out. It's a 2400. Yeah, my my battery is a 2400 2S LiPo, and so I guess what I'm saying is they also recommended that I get one of these, and what it is, this is a Racer's Edge glitch capacitor. And what this thing does is it stores extra voltage, extra, I guess, battery power in this capacitor. So if you do have, a voltage drop for a split second, this thing will actually pick it up. It'll actually, this capacitor helps keep it stable, and so you don't have voltage dips. And I'm pretty sure my voltage dip, it's not a really bad one. It's just going into the brown area, which is just enough to kill out the engine. So that's what I think is I'm experiencing. And then I got to get in here and look at my receiver, because if I don't have a port to plug the capacitor in, I'm going to be using this, which this is going to go in line with my kill switch. And the capacitor is going to be on the other end, and then it's going to plug in to my receiver, so it keeps everything at a happy voltage. So that's that's what the deal is, and that's what I'm going to be doing. So why don't I get you guys set back up here. Like so. And I know you guys are going to have a hard time seeing in this battery box, but there's really nothing I'm going to be able to do about it. So there's my receiver back there. And that's kind of what I was thinking, that I have every channel full already. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and where is this? I'm trying to figure out. Okay, so it's this brown one on the bottom. So there we go. The kill switch is unplugged. Okay, so I do have 4 channels. That's nice. I got the looking in there, and I do have 4 channels. So then we're gonna take this. There we go. We got the glitch buster in there. So now I'm gonna tie all this stuff up. All right, got some zip ties. I had to go. Yeah, anyways. Cut this one off. It's not doing anything. And then there we go. That stuff looks like it's wired in there pretty good. I'll put that capacitor there. So let's see what we got. Everything's live. Kill switch works. Yeah, it did it. It glitched it out. Yeah, I don't know if I'm ever going to be going that hard. I guess the only way to do it is to try it. At least it's doing it for me here on the bench. I mean, I'm never going to be moving them servos like that. I think it might work. I mean, like I said, the only way to figure it out is to go out and try it. I mean, it does shut it off in here, but am I actually going to drive it using those servos that freaking much? Like, turning, like wiggling. I mean, I don't think I'm going to be using that much, especially if I'm in the, wide open space where I don't have to do a bunch of turning if I'm not in the backyard. But yeah, we're going to take this out. I'll probably try to get it out tomorrow or the next day, just depending on what the weather's doing. The weather's all changed, and it's fall here in Iowa, guys. And yeah, there's just a drastic change in the weather. It seems like day to day. So, I mean, this weekend it was pretty nice in the 60s, and now it's back in the 50s. And then, I mean, it's just, the rain's kind of picked up and everything. But what I'm trying to say is I'm going to do my best to get a video, of this thing running and see if we can get this thing taken care of. I'll probably go ahead and top off charge of the battery just to make sure everything's good in it, and, top it off that way. Cause I did fiddle around with it quite a bit here, and it actually dropped it from 8 volts down to the 7.8, 7.9, and it was kind of rebounding back after that capacitor took over. So anyways, I'm going to have to do some testing on this and get it out in the backyard and see what's going on. I might even take it out to, New London or the fairgrounds. The fairgrounds is pretty shaggy. So anyways, guys, I'm going to quit rambling, and hope you guys like the video. Let's see what this does. We're going to go out and test this baby and all that stuff. So like the video if you liked it, if it was useful to you. And subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Leave a comment. Tell me what's on your mind. If you have any suggestions or anything like that. And don't forget, guys, we will see you in the next one.